Alright, let's talk about the functional requirements FRs, satisfying qualities FRs. So, qualities of a system stem from fulfilling both functional and non functional requirements. Now, you would be wondering what is the difference between functional and non functional requirements. So, it is very obvious. Let me tell you an example. You are developing an application for online music streaming. So now the functional requirements would include like playing a song, downloading a file, or creating a playlist. So these are something which are required for the end user, and the end user want to take such type of actions from the system. And what are the non-functional requirements which are not defined by the end user, which should be defined by the developer, but it should make sense to the end user. For example, if you develop a system, the same system, but it is not fast, it takes a lot of time in downloading a particular file, so your users will be frustrated and they are not going to use it. So you have to address this type of problem, and this is what we call non-functional requirements. And these are not usually explained by the end user, by the stakeholders. So these are something which should be identified by the developer and should be discussed with the user. If you have a particular technology and that technology provides some sort of speed and you cannot get more speed than that speed, so you have to discuss with your end user that we cannot get more speed than this one. If you want to go with it, so then we can develop the system, otherwise we have to switch the technology. So we have to discuss, we have to include both functional and non-functional requirements in our system, because these guide the entire design process. Functional requirements define the expected behavior or tasks of a system or application. So if a user comes to you and he wants, I need a system for online shopping, the user can add a product to cart, can make a purchase, can track his orders. So these are some functional requirements. What the system should do. Correctness is a key quality achieved by meeting functional requirements, ensuring the system performs as intended. So after the system is built, you have to check the correctness, whether the system conforms according to the requirements of users or not. In a music app, functional requirements could be the ability to download and play songs. The design must propose a solution that accurately fulfills this requirement, ensuring functionality is delivered as expected. So we have to include functional requirements properly and we have to address it so that the system must perform all the tasks which are listed in terms of functional requirements in the design phase. Then we have non-functional requirements, NFRs. Non-functional requirements define how well a system performs its function, focusing on quality attributes rather than specific behaviors. As I already gave you an example of online music streaming app, where the system should be used to play, download, or create a playlist by the user, and where the non-functional requirements would be how fast the system runs, and whether the system is secure or not, and how easy it is to use the system. So these are some things, something which we call non-functional requirements of a system, and these requirements are equally important as functional requirements. Non-functional requirements include performance, efficiency, and resource usage, which are typically measurable during software execution. You can measure the performance, efficiency, and how much memory is used by a particular system. So these are some type of requirements which you can measure. In a music app, non-functional requirement might limit music downloads to a specific memory size, ensuring efficient resource use. So you restrict a user, you cannot download bigger file than this, because If we allow downloading such files, it would drastically slow down the speed of the overall application. So it is a kind of non-functional requirement. You want to have a fast speed, quick speed. So that's why you restricted the user not to download bigger size of files. And that is what we call non-functional requirement. Other key non-functional qualities includes reusability, flexibility, and maintainability. So the type of requirements which has the ITY at the end, we call it non-functional requirements: security, maintainability, adaptability, modifiability. These are kind of requirements which we call non-functional requirements, and which are mainly defined by the developers, not the end user, not the stakeholders. These qualities influence how easily the software can be modified, extended, or maintained in response to future needs. So the quality attributes or the non-functional requirements are equally important as functional requirements, because these requirements shape the entire arc of the system, the quality, how the quality of the system would be. So satisfying quality, satisfying functional and non-functional requirements is crucial, but real-world constraints often require trade-offs. Sometimes you have to focus more on functional requirements, while other time you have to focus on non-functional requirements more than functional requirements. And we will see this with the real-world example so that you can understand it more deeply. Open communication with stakeholders is essential to understand which compromises are acceptable. Sometimes functional requirements should be compromised for the sake of getting non-functional requirements. You can see two different types of cars, and these cars fulfill basic functionality requirements of transportation, but differences in non-functional requirements like speed, handling, and fuel efficiency distinguish a minivan from a sports car. So the functional requirements are the same for both of the cars, that is transportation, to provide you with transportation, and there is equality which is met by both of the cars, but the non-functional requirements are different. This car might provide high speed and low passenger capacity, and also it would be fuel efficient compared to this car, because it is mainly made for more people, and it will provide low speed and low efficient in terms of fuel.
Thank you so much for watching this. Before you go, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of my upcoming videos. I regularly share valuable lessons, practical tips, and step-by-step tutorials to help you improve and grow. And if you are serious about mastering software design and architecture and want a complete structured learning experience, so I have created a full course that includes detailed lessons, assignments, quizzes, and downloadable workbooks to help you practice and apply what you learn. So if that sounds helpful, just check the link in the description below and enroll in the course today. I would love to see you inside and support you on your learning journey.